Guys, so let's talk about the truth about Merle. Merle is a color that keeps coming up, and if you have an American Bully and you've seen the Merle, should it be Merle, should it not be Merle? Hey, there's Merle there now. That being said, why is Merle okay? Well, let's go down let's give you some perspective. First thing is, the Merle gene has been around since the early 1800s. It is not something that is new. What's new is when idiots get a hold of something and then they begin to ruin it. My bad. That ain't new either. So when we originally bred Ego and I added Merle as a early decision, I said, we've got to work in this Merle gene because it's a hot topic. But the topic isn't to out OD and breed a bunch of Merles. It's to show people that the dog can be healthy. Now, let me be very clear. Ego died, as we know, from lymphoma. Big lymphoma T-cell cancer. It is not because he was Merle that he got cancer. If he had potentially got skin cancer, that might have been just because of dilution of color. But pie dogs, an all-white dog, runs the risk of skin cancer as well. But the Merle is not the problem. Like most things in life, it's always the people. Guns are not the problem. People are. Safety. So many things are problems, but 99.9% of the time, it's the damn people. Now, I was on live, and I believe, and it could have been live on one of the 3 platforms, even here. Someone said, how do you implement or keep Merle in your program? Well, for one, you don't keep it in your program. You implement it in your program throughout some amazing breedings. So let's say, for Pete's sake, I get to generation 3. And I had a Merle in generation 1. Hence, Ego is the first dog that I personally own from Czar breeding-wise. I was always going to use him maybe one time. Why? Because then I can keep the next Merle dog. And the next Merle dog. And the goal was to eventually make a better Ego. Maestro's not going to make a better Ego because we use various females, which we will go down the rabbit hole of sharing with you what that looks like. And every female added a different component. The best female we have is Zara. So if I was going to add the Merle again, it would strictly be because of Zara. Now, let's get back to the Merle. The Merle gene, as we know, Merle to Merle increases the risk of both blindness and deafness. Anytime you take Merle to a white dog, which you should never do, you really dilute the ear, eye, etc., blindness and deafness. Also be mindful that it's also easier for these dogs, unfortunately, to sunburn. Kangaroos, albino kangaroos, oftentimes they had to put SPF on them, especially in the summertime at the zoo, to ensure they didn't burn. So you also can use sunblock or sunscreen on your dog. You can look it up, prove me wrong if you want, but I know for a fact they've used it at various zoos. When we walked down the Merle Road, my only objection was, we're never going to take Merle to Merle. It is a gorgeous, pretty dog. The market said, hey, Merle matters to the people. We didn't charge crazy prices for the Merle. We like Merle as it is, again, something that's eye-catching. But even more importantly, I love a good dog. If you are to implement Merle in your program, take the gene, hopefully because it comes from a good dog, to some of your best females. So who is the next female that we take a Merle to? Another food for thought. Zara. When you are line breeding, which we will have other videos detailing this, and if you go watch the live with Chris Sin City Pits, you can literally, not metaphorically, literally take a grandmother to a grandson. And if you are blessed enough, look, I'm like, man, I got to make sure Zara's good. Because she's around. She's 6 years old now. I believe she'll be 6 in October. Which poses the next question. What's too late to breed a dog? Most vets will tell you after 8 years old, you're pushing it. There have been stories and cases of females getting pregnant as late as 9. I forget, depending on breed, when a female goes through menopause, aka can't get pregnant anymore. Should you fix the dog? If you do, females especially, wait till they're 2. But let's get back to the Merle gene. The Merle gene is not the problem. People are. When we bred Ego, we wanted to create, or when we kept Ego, we said, okay, how do we build this dog up? You guys have been a part of the story, so you know how great Ego was. Then we turned around, and again, Merle did not cause his cancer, people. It's just the luck of the draw when it comes to cancer. Then we turn around and says, how do we implement this over the next few generations? If you're blessed, which we were, unfortunately, we're blessed to have the time we have with Ego. We were able to keep Maestro. Maestro has a lot of demeanor specific from his mother, but even more importantly, he has some eyes, and structurally speaking, even how he is, meaning like his demeanor comes from Ego. Now, what happens when I take that back to Zara? I'm doubling down on confidence, drive, and my favorite thing in the world, intelligence. So over the next 6 generations, or my bad, 3, I will be creating, I don't want to say the perfect female, but a female that inspires me. And then which I can take the Merle dog to the female. And because the female will probably be bigger than Maestro, the female will keep the size along with the structure where it needs to be it he's small, he does not have his mom's roach back, but I can implement that thing. And not even from a color standpoint. I want a blue, black, tried, chocolate, such and such Merle. We don't care about that. I like the colors. I like the breakdown of the color. But when you look at Merle, it only becomes deficient or defective when you take it, when you triple and double it. Now, are there ways to breed Merles? Because some of you are so smart. You're going to be like, you can breed Merle to Merle. If you're willing to do your research, good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. I would never tell you to do so. It's not my thing, but it is a thing that people do. So what are the benefits of Merle? Outside of your own personal preference, be very clear. A dog is a dog. If it's green, it's still a dog. If it's pink, like you Frenchie fans, it's still a dog. My only question is always, are you taking care of the dog? Are you giving the dog the best life? The truth about Merle is it's been around for 1800, a couple hundred years. And it's going to be around for the next couple hundred years. So whenever you get into the American Bully or various other breeds, make sure that you are aware and speak to a good breeder who understands the power of Merle, the issues with Merle, and the opportunity with Merle. The biggest opportunity is it a well-balanced, good dog that you get to take care of, bring to your home, and enjoy for the rest of its life? Because more than likely, you'll be around longer than that dog will. But there are minimal to no issues with Merle, and there are some books out there to educate yourself on the Merle gene. I will try to find some of the links and attach them below, where those who breed Australian Shepherds break down in detail how to pair this Merle with that Merle, and what Merle is and what Merle isn't. But I will tell you this, it's been around, it's going to be around. You want a Merle dog, all I'm going to say is make sure you're taking care of the dog. Big thank you to everyone who's ever liked, shared, or fallen in love with my boy Iragoto. I used to call him every now and then. Nobody, you never heard that one. I would just give him a hard time, give him a little Mexican name. But Ego. And I do hope that he inspired some folks to do more, because I'm only realizing now after his death how inspired he's been to me, for me, and because of the work that we did together. So whatever dog you get, whatever puppy you get, make sure that you make it great. Dog Father here, people. Guys, take care of your dogs.